This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, and welcome to session number 25, and it is 26 for the morning batch. Fine. So, to run the scripts, only to run the scripts, there is a one security layer is there. To run the scripts only. To run the script, there is a one security layer is there. Not for individual commands, first point. Not for individual commands, not for the individual single line or linear expressions. Linear means one line expressions. No execution policy. No execution policy. When you run the scripts, there are so many execution policies are there. In last session, we discussed all signed and remote signed. So now we will see remaining thing. All signed, everything, whether it is downloaded script or locally created on your laptop or same server, locally created, need a digital certificate. Means we need to install the certificate. Everything more secure. Here only downloaded scripts only required digital signature in the remote signer. Local scripts does not require, and this remote signer is a default execution policy for the Windows servers. Means if you have an execution policy default, default means if it is a server's machine 2016, 19, 22 remote sign. Yesterday we used a server machine. If it is a machine restricted default one. So now today we are going to see one execution policy. After that to restrict. Okay, bypass. Bypass means no restrictions, no warnings. First point, no warnings, no prompts. No warning means like if you run the script, it will be affected to on the server. Like I will show you one warning. Like if I try to remove one file in this folder, for example, remove item script.ps1. So like this one, it's a, like a it is even though it is not a operation information only, not what if confirm it. This is a confirmation, sir. Prompt. This is nothing but your prompt. Warning is something like you will get a question mark, like exclamatory mark, right? Like just one message like this one, warning. You won't get the warning. Anything you can do it. That is the bypass. And something is there restricted. Restricted means no script execution. Completely blacking. Restricted simply. This is a default execution policy for the client machines. Completely restricted. Completely it is restricted. No choice to run the script. See, for example, what is the present execution policy? All signed. I'm going to change the execution policy as restricted. Yes. Now I have a one script is there. Script 1.ps1. Very clearly showing that one. Yes, running script is disabled on your machine. Running the scripts are disabled on your machine. Disabled on the machine. Because I am under restricted execution policy. Even if I change the execution policy like bypass, Anything you can do it. Anything you can do it. See, happily it will work. Happily it will work. Okay, there is some spelling mistake is there, but happily it is working. Happily that script will execute. Happily that script will execute. Here, until I created some spelling mistake. See, there is no condition. It will work. It will work. Get process notepad later. Notepad. Otherwise, see that's some output on the screen. That's these are the execution policies. Even one more thing, unrestricted. Unrestricted is similar to bypass. Bypass means anything you can do it, sir. But here you will get only warnings. You will get here warnings. Warnings will come. Warnings will come. Comparing with bypass, similar to bypass, only you will get the warnings. These are the execution policies information. This is about the execution policies. Even if you come to the documentation about the execution policies, see, all side is covered in last session. Remote side also. Even we discussed unblock file, and also covered one more concept, zone identifier. Zone number 3, downloaded scripts, zone identifier. Bypass means nothing is blacked, there is no warnings, no prompts, everything will work. And if you come to the restricted, it's a default execution policy for the client machines. Single commands will work, but does not allow the scripts. This is a one completely restricted scripts. Single commands will work, but not scripts. Undefined means the default one only. Undefined means this default one will come. Undefined means the default one. If it is undefined means default execution policy. Servers for remote side, clients for the restricted. Unrestricted, which is similar to bypass, only you will get these warnings. That's it. Simple. Now, one more thing is there, sir. It is a very 5 to 10 minutes concept. Why we are not added in yesterday's session? Yes. Even, okay, you have to think this security layer is there. Up to which level you are going to apply? Scope. I mean, this is a one machine. You're not only one user. Think like a server machine. Which level we can apply to this one? I mean, only for one console, only for this script, only for I want to change the execution policy for this script, like policy process we will call. Process means console, only this black color screen, temporary one, temporary, temporary one, like user defined variables, user defined or user created variables. And if you want to apply to machine level, complete machine to machine level or user level, how to apply these settings? Absolutely, how to apply the settings? How to apply the settings? The settings, if you want to see that information, you will get one with the help of the one parameter, that is a list. These are the scopes. By default, undefined, 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 undefined. Here somewhere you have a bypass. So now tell me one thing, if I'm changing the execution policy, something like remote signed, where it will be affected, in which scope it will be affected? If I'm not defining the scope, actually a scope also there, one parameter. There is a scope also there, but I'm not defining the scope. Then which level it is the default one, where it is changing? If I'm changing the execution policy, the policy is changing in which scope? Which scope it is
Machine,
changing?
machine level.
Current user.
Yes, this is a mission level. Sir, here out of these five, with important and interesting one also. Just to consider, it's a beautiful concept I am going to explain it to you. So these first two, priority will work from top to bottom, sir. So actually, if you type get execution policy, first it will search from machine level. Machine level is there any execution policy? For example, here if I have a all sided execution policy, sir, all sided execution policy. If I'm trying to run in my machine, get execution policy. Now tell me what is the execution policy I will get as an answer?
All
That
signed.
is all sided only, sir. The priority will come from top to bottom only. For example, if it is undefined machine level, then second one it will check. Second one also undefined, third one it will check. Third one also undefined, fourth one. Fourth one also undefined, the last one it will check. For example, any one of this one, any one of, for example, here I have a all side, here I have a remote sign or bypass. Now tell me what is the execution policy for my machine? What is the execution policy for my machine now? Same question. What is a these are the values at line number 37 to 42. If I run get execution policy, what is the execution policy I will get?
All signed.
All signed only.
All
Yes, all signed.
if it is undefined, then come to the second priority. If it is undefined, third priority. If three are undefined, fourth priority. Four are undefined, fifth priority. And please observe here one more point. Okay, I'm trying first two. Yes, machine level, user level, sir. Machine means all users, all users, and this is only for current user. Sir, these two you can change it only in the group policy. Group policy only you can change it. And if you change now, it will be affected in the new console. Like how the variables if you created in the profile file, that will be affected from the next screen also, no? And in the PowerShell, you can do only these three only, sir. Process is a temporary one. It's a temporary one. Temporary one. Like if you if you open new console, that will be vanish. Temporary one only. And these two to perform this one, admin rights are required. These two are related to registry keys. Current user only. Current user, and here it is a all users. Machine means. Same first two and last two both are discussing same only, but group policy having highest priority, we cannot modify this by the PowerShell. You have to go to the group policy. And one thing, see, for example, I'm going to change. I'm going to show you machine level group. What is that group policy? I'm going to open dpid.msc. So computer is there, and same time user is there. So in computer administrator, it is a machine policy. Current user administrator, it is a user policy. Line number 38 is a this one. Line number 39 is a this one. Just expand this one and expand Windows components and search for Microsoft or something. Am I right? Am I right or wrong? One second. System, I think so, sir. System, not go to the administrative template, system, and search for Microsoft M. Microsoft ఇక్కడ కూడా లేదా? One second, sir. What is the exact one? Just wait. We are getting small confusion.
Windows setting,
Okay.
can you check?
Windows setting. No, I think so. Administrator. I'm very sure.
Syst-
Uh, 1 second system, and here it is. Let me. I will go to the. I think this one. 1 second. Windows components. Is there anything like it directly PowerShell? Windows PowerShell here, there, sir. Now see. Wait. Fine. Address is perfect. Just wait. One more time. Administrator. Windows components. In Windows components, we have a somewhere PowerShell. This is a one. And if you come to this side, there is something is there. Windows PowerShell, a third one. By default, not defined is there. If I enable this one, before enabling that one, machine level, this is execution policy. Now, if I select enable, now see there is no name. Allow only signed scripts. What is the meaning of this execution policy? Allow only signed script means what is execution policy? Allow only signed
uh,
scripts.
allows remove
All,
allow sign
all signed. All signed.
all
Just
signs.
I'm saving. All signed. Now see, sir, don't try to check in the same screen. Take one more screen. Take one more screen. And if I try to call get execution policy list, yes, modified or not? Modified or not?
Yes.
Even. If you see the next setting, allow local scripts and remote site scripts. See, same thing. See, local scripts, remote site. Even if I'm trying to change third one, allow all scripts. Simply unrestricted anything. Allow all scripts. I think bypass are unrestricted. Let's we will see check that one. But close this one. Again open a new console and run the command. Yes, unrestricted came or not.
Yes.
Even if you want to do the same thing from the user level, okay, just I am making like as it is. Even if you go to the user level, same. Windows PowerShell, enable. Previously, this is output, sir. The previously this is our output. So just load it. Simply load it. No, again. Now see the execution policy. User level is modified or not. Now tell me, in this point, if I ask the what is the execution policy, what is your expected answer? If I
All
run
sign.
this all signed, excellent, sir. All signed.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. If I try to change the execution policy like bypass, where I am trying to changing now? If I'm running in this way, where I am trying, which scope I am trying to change? I am not giving any scope. Which level I am trying to change?
In user
If I
policy,
no. Now, if I'm not giving any scope, which level, sir? This is
Machine policy.
Machine
local machine.
policies.
local, local machine. By default, which one? By default, which one? By default, which the scope is default one is a bottom one local machine. Will it work? I'm trying to changing this one. Will it work? No. Why? Because before this one, you are trying to change the machine execution policy as bypass. But before that one more execution policy is there. All signed. All signed. It is correct. But the above setting is overridden by policy defined yet more specific scope. Why? Because you're trying to change here bypass. That's why it is not working. That's why it is not working. See, if I try to change in this area, if I try to change user level like here, now if I try to change again, I'm loading the PowerShell. Now tell me, if I try to change this one, will it work? Will it work? Will it work? Now same command I'm running, will it work? Will it work?
Yes.
Now it will work, sir. Absolutely it will work. Why? Because above there is no execution policies. Am I right? If some execution policy is there, for example, by, remote signed, even if you are trying to change, that will be affected here only. But you are trying to change here all sided. But before this one, some more a more specific scope is there above. That's why you are getting the overridden error. That is not possible. That is not possible. These two are possible in the group policy. You know the third one. Third one is a session level only. Third one is a session level only. Means set execution policy. Execution policy name is all sided. Scope equals to I'm giving process. Scope equals to I'm giving process. See that one? Now tell me again, if I ask the what is the execution policy, see the answer. Is it correct? All sided from top to bottom. Is it correct? Now total my machine execution policy is all sided. Why? Because if all are undefined, this will come to the picture. But first one is okay, second one okay, but third one is not undefined. No, third one is not undefined. No, that's why here you are getting this one. But that process, now if I call the same execution policy, what is your expected answer for the process previously undefined? In this backend screen I modified as all sided. Again, if I open the new session, see the output. Again, come back to the existing scope or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
Process is a temporary one. And one more big interview question. Sir, actually, you try to understand, if I use one variable, PS, what is the exact name? I will try to execute PS. Maybe I think maybe for PS execution policy preference. See, actually, this variable now it is not showing, sir. But now, if you just change the execution policy for process, yes. Now, if you call this variable, what it is loading, sir? What it is loading? The
Process.
process.
All.
This variable, actually, when this variable will be created, when you change the scope of the process level, if you change, that time only this variable will be created with your stored provided scope value, it will be allocated your provided value. But very big interview questions are, if you, I mean, if you execution policy point, even if you read the document, it is highly impossible to understand also different. Why? Because if you see this variable not available, one question, when this variable will be created, when you change the scope of the any machine at process level, I mean process means screen level, console level, that time only this variable will be created, and same time it allocated with the process scope value will be allocated inside of this environment variable. In environment variable, the scope of the provided value for this process that will be available. And remaining two, sir, remaining two are admin rights are required, but first two, last two will work from next session only. But process will work from current session only, sir. Current session only. Even if you want to work with these two, you have to go to the register keys. RE, register keys. Go REG edit. REG, REG edit. See, I'm trying to go to the current user. Current user. Current user. See, these are the ones that current user is there and local machine is there. Local machine is the last one. Current user. This one. Current user. Then expand. Then expand softwares. Then expand Microsoft. Address also there in above. Address also there. In the Microsoft, go to the PowerShell. P. No variable. No variable. 1 second. I will do one thing. No variable now at this point. Set execution policy. Before that one, get execution policy. This is a list. Set execution policy. Execution policy is all signed and scope is a current user. Current user. Now see. Now I will close this one. Now PowerShell folder we are unable to see now. Unable to see now. Refresh button లేదండి ఇక్కడ refresh button. Now see I can able to see the PowerShell folder now and go to the one and inside of the shell LDS. See, same thing is affected here or not. If I am changing in the current level, it is affected in the screen or not, sir? Am I right? Am I right? If you change this one, it will modify inside of the yes register keys. This is a one, sir. Same way machine level also there. Okay, these three happily you can do by the PowerShell, no doubt. But these changes will be affected inside of the register keys. So simple image. This is a scope easily identify to understand the scope. This is the easiest way, sir. So scopes first high level, first rank, second rank, third rank, fourth rank, last rank. This is a default one, sir, for us. When you use set execution policy by default, this is a scope. And this local user, current user will work can be changed with admin rights. Settings will apply from next session onwards. These two with the group policy applied from next session. Process any permission is not required. Settings apply from the current session only. Simple, very simple is there. So big capital letter. This is the biggest capital letters font is there now. High privilege. Next level. Next level. Next level. If it is undefined, then second. If it is undefined, third. Something is there here. There is no chance about this scope. Even something is there here, not valid. Before that one, the best scope is there. When it is undefined, then only the next level it will move. That's also. This is about the execution policies. End of the day, we will follow. We will use remote sign on only entirely, but we need to understand one concept: self-signed execution. I mean, how to create the self-signed certificate, how to create the digital signature. Self-signed certificate is there now. This is a command. We have to create the certificate by self-signed certificate. That is important. And the remaining part entirely, I will follow the remote sign. Sir, if you want to allow everything, the answer is bypass. Bypass. The execution policy is a bypass. See, set execution policy. First, see the list. So, for example, sir, this is a list. And don't blindly give that answer like, sir, my machine is not working for the, like if I'm trying to change bypass, definitely you will get that error. Why? Because you are trying to change year. But before this one, you have a better execution policies there or not. First this one, next this one, next. But here already signed is there now. That's why you are doing updation in the policy, but the settings is overridden by the policy defined in more specific scope. More specific scope means process is there and current user is there. That's why you are getting this error. When it is undefined, your settings will be applied in this area. In this area. Is it clear, sir, about that one? How the flow is going on and how to get the answer? Is it clear? Everything is clear?
Yes, number one question. Uh, if
Yes,
their machine policy or the current policies applied by the administrator and we are just a user in the machine, uh, then these execution policies may not change the uh, permissions, right?
absolutely. If we are a normal user, just for the process level only we can do it. If we are a normal user, process level only. But if you are changing something in the process level, it will work. But the condition is machine level, user level, there is no policy, then process level will work. For example, here I am using all signed. In this area, all signed is there. Without, for example, we don't have the admin rights. If you change here remote signed, will it work? Already here all signed is there. You are changing to remote signed. Which one will be effective? Which is our effective execution
First
policy? First one.
machine policy.
Yes, even if you are a normal user, fine. You can work in this area. But one thing you have to, we have undefined at machine level, user level. Then it will work. Really, here and there, administrator rights are required. So next we can happily enter to the versionally scripting, sir. This scripting part, scripting, pure scripting only, we will see from Monday session. From Monday session, completely we are entering into the one more part, that is a SE, editor and console. First, I will explain to what is the option, then we will develop the scripts. We don't know the logics at this point. We know few commands, pipelines, commandlets too, that are in our hand. But the logics and conditions, and we don't know how to do the debugging. This area we will see in Monday session. And one more thing, sir, and I'm going to take the demo session of the Azure administration. There is two things, sir. Portal with Azure PowerShell. Portal with Azure PowerShell. So do you know the logic here? All services we are going to learn from the browser. Generally, browser only anyone will learn, sir. Browser in the sense in the portal, any portal, Chrome or anything. But additionally, what we are going to do, if for example, I will take one service, anything. For example, I will take one service like Vault, keywords. That keyword we will see in the portal and same service we will see in the PowerShell, Azure PowerShell, just a matter of one module. You are happily, I mean, you are eligible to learn this one. Minimum 15 session. I mean, in our course, at least we should good at first 15 session. Already we are completed. We are entered to this scripting. Now you are happily eligible and you are happily entered to this one. So same time. I mean, to learn this one thing, sir, you can 100% you will get the subject at portal. Portal purpose, so many YouTube channels also there. I won't refer to come to my training. But with Azure PowerShell, there is no element is there, sir. Maybe one or two sessions explaining in Azure PowerShell is different. Complete training traveling with Azure PowerShell. Maximum, not all. And out of, for example, 20 services are there. At least we have to see 50 services with PowerShell. That is a main plan. So that for the demo, I'm going to take on, it's a demo session on Sunday at 1 p.m. If you are interested, already the link is available in the group.
Hello, sir. I
Thank you
have a
all.
question regarding this.
Yes, sir, please.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Yes.
So in this Azure session, are you going to take the Azure complete Miss Azure 104 part or that complete Miss that means Miss Assist?
Both
Okay.
the 904 end to end we are going to see. Apart from this one, I am going to add ARM templates also. It is a 305 part actually. ARM templates creation.
Okay.
But additionally, here scripts with managing everything by the scripts is a big task. And after learning the PowerShell, it is very simple. Just a matter of installation of a module. Similarly, same only, sir. How you are searching for a command. For example, I want to create a VNet, virtual network. Now, virtual network. See, in this way, we will search. It will list the all the possible commands. Then one by one we will take the help document. Then we will take the see how it is giving the list one by one. We will search, but you will get the perfection in the PowerShell, sir, in this way. At least, at least I'm saying that one. Finally, end of the day, you can easily understand the PowerShell scripts, Azure PowerShell scripts. These PowerShell training 52 hours are you can have a high level subject that is mentioned from the scratch, from the zero to I can say advanced. We won't get the masters, but at least you will get intermediate level of knowledge, sir. And that is measurements. Previously, you copied script from the internet, but after this training, after PowerShell training, sir, I'm talking about the PowerShell, not Azure. You can easily understand the script. You can easily you will write the scripts also based on your requirement. Easily, you will write the scripts at end of the 35 sessions only. I am not going to 53 hours. Just the 35 sessions of 35 sessions after only you have that ability to write the scripts. The same component we will apply here, sir. That is management. Definitely you will get. But Azure, this is almost 70 hours, sir. 70 hours for us. 3.5 months it will take, sir. Monday to Friday, no? It will take long time. It will take long time, but genuine subject you will get. There is no condition to complete in 30 days, 40 days. Not like institute level. Here we are individual working guys. We are going to see end-to-end training for the services. Thank you all. I will share that link also again. And already weekend file assignment is available in the group. Please go through that one and we will meet on Monday. Thank you. Happy weekend.